So welcome everybody, this is attempt 2 to showcase my OBS settings. I was watching the previous live stream, it was a very quick live stream, but the 720p output it was horrendous to see. So now I've changed the values to 1080p and I hope that within 10 minutes I can show you the things that I have set right here. So again, here we have OBS and these are my settings. Here we have the main mic and the main camera. Let's also put my face somewhere that we can see that as well and make this one bigger. Can we do that with one click? No, we can't. Because I also want to show my face, of course, that we can see that as well. Look at that, there's my face. So we get a little bit less distracted by the latency. Maybe this will be a very fun effect to do, by the way. All right. So Ryan, if you're watching this, take 2, that would be nice. Let's move my mic a little bit closer because I'm using Wave.video and it does things differently. So it works differently. But how I set it up, we have our main mic, which is via a pod mic, as I said earlier, and using a Vocaster 2. In the past, I've used a $70 or $50 fine mic. It's a dynamic mic, and that one was actually good enough. I didn't know how to set up the sound properly, so that's why I bought a new mic and a audio interface. I don't think it's necessary, by the way. So if you know how to set up things correctly, that will help tremendously. So I've set up a main mic. My main mic is my main mic, if you didn't expect that. And we can open that one up and we can hit filters. And then we don't see any filters. What's going on? And then you hit filters and you see these kind of things. So first off, I start with the gain. I usually start off with not setting up nothing. And when you set up nothing, you don't have any limiter whatsoever. And as you can see, everything goes inside of the greens. I learned somewhere from the video that I will add to the description as well, that you can set the gain right here to 80.8 decibels, but you need to be around 20 decibels in the greens before you add a gain. Then you will add a gain. And you see that I am clipping, maybe even hearing that I'm clipping. Oh, I don't think so, because everything is running through Wave.video. Because if I'm talking really loud, you see that it is clipping right now. And we don't want that. So, but that's something that we fix in the future. The next up is the noise suppression. I have a computer right here. I have a some kind of bathroom ventilator over there behind that curtain. And that's, by the way, a curtain, my backdrop. And this will suppress those noises. Now I have a 3-band equalizer set for high, mid, and low. 1.4 decibels, minus 3.5 and 2.1 decibels for the highs, mids, and lows. You can adjust this for your voice specifically. I have really loud S's, so that's why I need to tune the mid a little bit, and I want to sound a little bit deeper, so that's why I've added a little bit of lows in there. Then we have expander. If we are going to talk really soft, and you see that this is going to change, you see that it's very soft right now. And the softer we go, the less loud it will be during the live stream. The expander will make sure that we can be audible even when we're moving away from the mic or started to talk a little bit less loud. And I've set the ratio for 3.00 to 1, threshold on minus 41 decibels. This can be adjusted for your voice specifically when you're talking at the softest. The attack will be 5 milliseconds, 100 milliseconds for release, and the output gain will be 0. I don't want to change that. And the detection is set to RMS. I see that my overlay is standing in the way, so that isn't nice. So again, here's the gain, noise suppression, the 3-band equalizer. Then we have the expander that I was just talking about. Then we have the compressor. The compressor makes sure that when you're talking really loud, that it isn't clipping, which makes your audio sound really distorted. So it sets ratio from 6 to 1, threshold on minus 44 dBs, attack on 5 milliseconds, release on 100 milliseconds, and an output gain on 22 decibels, so that the output from the compressor is loud enough for the live stream. And then lastly, I set a limiter with a threshold of -9 and a release of 60 milliseconds. Just like the other live stream, I will put links in the description down below and check out how the quality was for this live stream, because this is a Wave.video 1080p test. And I think it will be much easier to read. So that's it for this live stream. I hope it helped you out. Thank you to people for joining, and I'll catch you on the next one. And if you want to see my previous live stream on 720p, press this one.